which was something initiated on the Democratic Party administration. It was good then to take that and try to take the ball and run with it and lay claim to something positive. An issue with a resort such as Westin, whereby government in its letter of comfort indicated several things. During construction, we will try to be flexible with the issuance of work permits for the workers who are to come in from abroad to install elevators, etc., etc., that you will not have to wait too long to get a work permit so the project can be finalized. We indicated that we are going to do a bulk water rate for them as a large consumer, which was done, and several other things were indicated, and one of them that stayed behind and had to be executed was the room tax ordinance that had to be changed. My person who championed the establishment of Westin as one of the members of the Executive Council was exactly as what my leader of government said. We had a multi-annual tourism approach whereby we indicated that we needed to get brand name resorts to the island, and this was an opportunity that I believe that St. Martin should not have let this opportunity pass us by. We compare other Caribbean destinations and we see, for example, that Aruba and Curacao has done a great job in attracting brand name resorts to their island, from the Hyatt to the Ritz-Carlton. And we travel to Curacao and we come back and we say, whoa, Curacao, even Curacao, who has not been a tourism-friendly island in the past, has now focused 100% on the development of tourism and attracting brand names to Curacao as a tourism destination. And when we take, as members of Executive Council, and we take and we lambaste investors on the island and make it seem like they have done something wrong to be able to come here and establish on the island, we are not doing St. Martin justice. I would urge the leader of government to have the administration finalize the ordinance on room tax, bring it to the Island Council, and definitely my support he would have, because I believe it's important for us to, when we make a commitment, for us to live up to our commitment and for us to continue to attract different type of developments here on the island. The National Alliance Helical government, as indicated by my colleague, with the crime on St. Martin, that you would in 2010 lower the budget for VKS involvement without giving an indication, number one, to the VKS members who are giving service to the police force who they are assisting. Some of these VKS members, actually, it has almost become now a daily job for them to be there at the police department assisting with the transportation of prisoners, traffic controls, patrolling the roads, etc. What are you going to tell these people? Are you going to dismiss 10, 15 people that are part of the VKS team that are there helping the police force? They have to come out and say something. You cannot just lower it and then hope that when the time comes, when the costs go above the amount that you have budgeted, then you're going to come with a budget amendment. I believe that the leader of government, he has to address the people of St. Martin and these VKS members, because if crime is not a priority for this Executive Council, then they should say so. On the motion which was presented for the tourism and the extension of the contracts, the priorities of Councilman Franz Richardson are in the wrong place. The councilman states 2 days after that the motion was a good motion, and could not have realized at that point in time what benefits this motion would have brought to his work as Commissioner of Tourism, whereby you don't have to be sitting back and going without a tourism marketing contract for a long period of time. In June of 2008, the first contract was signed with the Dutch representatives Interrex. Based on that contract, several discussions took place with KLM, and because of those discussions and that contract in place, and the island government started to put funding into tourism marketing, we managed to obtain a third KLM flight coming out of the Netherlands. And we always say we need to diversify our tourism product. I think diversifying our tourism product with the European market is very important, but we got to make sure that we have contracts in place at all times. Something I also forget to mention on the Westin issue, while you are being critical of government and you take the resort and you turn it into a discussion in the newspaper, I recall when we were